like a series where they feel like they're the underdogs, right? They go for this lineup that it doesn't want to mess around with the game in that sort of post 30, 40-minute game state. It wants to sort of outplay you in the lanes mechanically, get everything together, and just not give you the chance to outmaneuver them in his hands here as he steps up for the 1v1 against Bryle's SF. Of course, Bryle, standard, taking that raise level 1 to make sure that he can secure CS here to start things off.
From what we've seen from these two players, GH.
All right,
well, there we go.
He's back. He really is. It's been a while since I've got the chance to see a good op.
SF is the one that's supposed to have the most farm, right? The Drow can rotate back to the jungle to farm a little bit, but it's on Bryle to be that machine, that turret that stands up front, just soaks up the damage and hits everyone even harder, right?
Yeah, and they have got what the means to do that, right? Having this support Omni and such, they can build towards that point where Bryle can present himself at the front, but you see in mid lane, GH coming in, trying to make life for Bryle that little bit worse. They'll drag him back straight into the burst of the Laguna Blade. Bryle tries to down with the raises, but he cannot get the kill. GH is able to step back, salve up, and now NIGMA, they could take a second. They'll bring down Aoi. Moon's tried to come in, but with 2 heroes already down, can they really turn much around? They will get GH, but the rest of NIGMA will be more than fine as they can step themselves back. And again, so much pressure, you know. Bryle, he just cannot catch a break on his SF.
He's not feeling the Christmas spirit right now at all.
As this is turning into some straight-up bullying here, at least finding PandaS, they will get an objective in turn. They'll take down the bottom tier 1.
If you're NIGMA, do you really care about this tier 1 even? It's like the most insignificant one too.
We are actually able to get the catch here onto Aoi. Aoi trying to step away. Status resistant, they'll drag him back though. And Aoi has no escape. Weeha now unstoppable with his Lina as he just continues to go wherever he wants, and he's become this great leading force for the team where they can just follow him, and they know wherever the Lina goes, there's going to be blood in their favor.
That was also without his ulti that he rotates in. Moon Meander as well. This is probably a dead disruptor.
Try for the drag back there with a glimpse. Has him a little bit of time, but the Treants, they're chasing him down as well as the creeps. As Moon will fall another kill for Team NIGMA, as you know, we were saying that ideally for this even deeper, GH, he's going to try and catch another. Static Storm will be dropped down, and they do have the raises from Bryle coming into play. They'll turn and get GH. Big Nature's Wrath bounces in, and along with the Fade Bolt, Aoi gets nuked down as well. Moon lucky to get away on a slither of health.
I also love how GH just runs in there. He knows that most likely he will fall. The biggest fan of Arc Warden right now is the fact that even though you're ahead and you've been winning your lanes, you haven't been able to convert that into objectives.
Wait, he's going to try for a pick on Moon here in front of the rest of the team. Aurora's going to come out. Static Storm's there as well. Envy turns with the multi-shot. They will lose Moon here to the Mind Control Nature's Wrath. As NIGMA won't lose anyone themselves, and now NIGMA, they're ready to try and chase for more. Snake King cuts his way out of the Sprout. Bryle revving up a Requiem in case NIGMA continue to chase, and they will do so. Position on the high ground, try and push them back here with the fear. GA is going to be popped as well as Fighting PandaS play on the fully defensive, continuing to try and back out, but Weeha's got a further catch. The Yule's combo onto Aoi takes out his Omni Knight. As Fighting PandaS, they'll do best to just get everybody else out of there. See if NIGMA can get any more further catch. Bryle sort of stutter-stepping back there and towards the action. He's got to be careful. Maybe he feels confident with Moon and Snake King being able to turn. They get the glimpse back, but Bryle's been sprouted. They could turn right click. They just clean out GH. He falls in a matter of seconds. The bubble's out. They're standing their ground, NIGMA, trying to turn things around. But with GH gone, can they actually turn this? They've lost Weeha. Snake King's able to find the trade. And Envy, he's now done. He's poking at Mind Control from the sidelines. He's still a little bit scared of getting close because Miracle will soon be there to help out. The bubble's in. Heals there from Aoi. Envy can retreat. Not chase from Aoi. No way to cancel Mind Control's TP, but they have the damage to kill him before he can escape. Glimpse catch as well. Moon, he has the further catch. He's trying to TP. Have they got the damage? They haven't. Miracle will escape.
That's just a great team fight for Fighting PandaS. If you notice the way they were fighting, they first attacked onto the Dire Shrine, right? But then they fall back, but not really. They fall back a little bit, then fight again. Fall back a little. Fighting PandaS right now, it's all about vision. You have to keep Disruptor and Beastmaster somewhere out of vision so that they cannot split.
They're going to try and fight in the mid here. They'll take the tower. They'll start to back off. NIGMA's stepping forward. They want to go for this, but Bryle pops the BKB. The red flame turns for the raises. GA's out as well as Fighting PandaS. They're at maximum strength. They're ready to fight. They'll look for Mind Control. Can the Crimson Guard saving the bubbles down? Mind Control still running where he'll get out. Kura active with the stole the Red Whip. He's ready to turn. They've lost 2, they've lost 3, they've lost 4 on Fighting Pandas. The Aegis is out, and his second life is as well. NIGMA kill off Bryle twice. As this time they'll punish them, push them away. Actually, before the tier 2 went down, they keep the tower up. They get in and... they're not done yet. We are stepping up to the high ground, having a bit of a poke at Envy. Doesn't want to commit with the full combo. Just happy to keep him at bay. Weehar will get glimpsed back into the Static Storm. They should have the damage here with their multi-shot from Envy. They do. Envy, he kills him off. They're going to look towards Miracle's double here, see if they can get to any of the heroes in the backlines. You see Snaking already moving, trying to find someone, trying to potentially hold someone back. Another TP outside of the tree line. Kuro will get away before they have any vision for any sort of further catch, but we are a bit of a misplay there. Stepping up to the high ground like that, you're setting yourself up for a glimpse.
NIGMA right now, they have the smarts, expecting NIGMA way too much. In that situation, perhaps they can continue pushing, scout out for more Moon and then glimpse back. You can see he's very aggressive now.
Oh, he is. Just goes right behind the tower, Moon. Scouting them out, trying to read the situation. He'll go for the quick catch on Mind Control, jumping for GH. He gets the Doom down onto Brawl, but Brawl, he can just turn, offer up his right click. The Static Storm's put down to try and spread the rest of NIGMA away. They'll use the Roar on GH, but Fighting Pandas, they're playing very reserved. They know that they cannot get the quick kill. They're quickly backing off. Envy's trying his best to deal with the counter push from Miracle. They've lost Moon. NIGMA get the one catch on the Disruptor, but the split push indeed from Miracle is too much. Alone, Envy could not deal with this Arc Warden at this stage of the game, with him being so far ahead. He just walks in and takes the racks underneath his nose.
Yeah, just taking that tier 2 on the bottom lane or even trying to push it as 5 sounds like such a bad idea. You're so far away from Rosh, you're so far away from top and mid, which you should be taking. You should be warding that area, right? So that they cannot squeeze out. They cannot just do what they just did, and that's they grabbed it for nothing, for free.
And another free catch here. Looks, unless Snaking can get any sort of help, they'll burst him down low. Mind Control comes in with a TP there. Have got backup. Brawl steps in. GH pot. Snaking will be safe. GH tries to jump in, but Fighting Pandas, they're good to fight. The multi-shot's out. Envy turns his attention towards GH, kiting the Drow away. With the Frost Arrows and the Skadi, Mind Control is slowed down to his grave. They'll jump forward for Wee. Glimpse back. 2 kills. Double kill for Envy. Miracle still continue to try and scout out here.
He has
cover the shadows with that Tempest double, but they won't go indeed for the kill on it. Fighting Panda's a good bit of a turn for them. They struggled with the last 2 plays they made. Or Moon may suffer the effects of having this double on his own, but he's got the Invis, and with that can kite it up, so Moon will not fall to the Tempest double play.
You need Glimmer or Ghost as a support in this game, especially as Moon. If you don't have it, you die.
They still want to go for Brian. He's got a read on it. He's going to get the setup here with the Requiem, but Miracle's actually able to dodge out the Souls, and who will simply just step away. GH is also able to blink out of this. No catch there quite in time from Fighting Pandas, but they're getting aggressive once again. Let's see if they can do something this time. The last 2 plays they've made on this side of the map, on the mid lane tier 2 and the bottom tier 2, have ended in disaster. They're going to try for the solo pick up on Kuro, drag him back with the glimpse. NIGMA, they still have Miracle trying to turn. He's trying to continue to poke at those pesky supports, but he cannot quite do it. The double will fall.
This is all smoke and mirrors. What matters is bottom lane. It's being pushed in, and it's going to force Fighting Pandas back. It doesn't matter what you're doing on their side of the map unless all of your lanes are pushed out. And versus Furion and Arc Warden, that is so difficult to do.
It's very hard for them now at this point. You know, getting to this 30-minute mark. This is the period of the game that we were worried about Fighting Pandas draft reaching. At this stage, it's very, very hard for them to make moves that sort of get the game back, you know, the momentum, you know, just being in that position free, the Mind Control is, you know, there's 3 very scary cores on Team NIGMA's lineup. Fighting Pandas, they need big catches. They'll get GH, a support kill to start it off. It's not enough though, they really need something more than that, and it doesn't look like they'll get it with Team NIGMA getting out there. Maybe Envy can find the catch, will find Kuro with the multi-shot, but the cores, they've already escaped, axes are out. Brawl will be used, it's 2 support kills. What can they do with it though?
I don't want to be a broken record, but look at mid and bottom again, right? The same thing is happening, even though TNT glimpsed him back into the fight.
Massive moves.
Without him, it's super easy for Fighting Pandas to push in.
See Mind Control, he's instantly sort of in the base, trying to keep them drawn away. Kuro, he steps forward, he falls. Weehar's got to be careful.
This could be game.
He's dead, he's got no buyback.
This could be game right here.
It looks like it is. Well, it's not got 2 ahead, as I said, but it's pretty bad for NIGMA. If Fighting Pandas realise that there's no buyback, I guess they're short on the gold, right? They didn't use them.
They will take the Raxes. I believe that's the goal.
They're going to get at least that, but big plays from Fighting PandaS, and as I really said, on this Disruptor Moon, that pick off, that grab on Miracle being the catalyst for them to push like this. NIGMA crumbling as Fighting PandaS, yeah, they're not done yet. They know that these buybacks aren't coming out. They've still got 10 clean seconds to take what they want, and of course they clear off objectives very fast. With their auras, with their damage, they've just taken 2 sets of racks.
This is literally why I was worried for NIGMA. It doesn't matter how farmed this Arc Warden is. At one,
if he buys back and dies, that is game.
Arc Warden is one of the better heroes to defend with, right? Even though they have MKB, the bubble doesn't care when it's used on towers. So you can defend the tier 3 for as... I think you can do it for 15 more seconds until we is up.
You see here the bubble, of course, being that little bit of a defense that they can offer up against this very hard-hitting push of Fighting PandaS. It's not enough to save the tower, though. The tier 3 will fall. Their final set of racks exposed on this bottom lane. Fighting PandaS, they will back off, respect the fact that WeHar is back in the game.
They don't have to do anything rash like this. If there's any place where NIGMA is really strong, it's at defending their own base. So you don't have to push like that. Catch them somewhere on the low grounds, anywhere across the map, and you will have that impact.
Mind control. I think he came over here for a bit of a solo play, but Snakey's ready. The Roar's back up. And we're seeing sort of, it's
no buyback.
It's back-to-back feeds from the cores of Team NIGMA. Miracle down earlier in the Radiant jungle. WeHar up top in that top lane. Now Mind Control simply TPing in into 5 of them and saying, well, I want to join the feed train as well. No buyback, 70 seconds. And Miracle, he's got to be careful, trying to push out like this. They're really starting to crumble, NIGMA, and Fighting PandaS, 12k lead, and with the way they take buildings, I feel like Team NIGMA, they're sort of giving this one away now. As Fighting PandaS have...
They have creeps.
They just walk in and do this.
Go in, yeah.
They're going to know that they're strong. Mind Control, his buyback being on cooldown still for 2.5 minutes. Miracle's going to try his best here with the bubble.
There's no... the creep wave was skipped, but there's a creep wave mid, so they don't have to go back. That doesn't matter that he creep skip bottom.
Here we see NIGMA. They've got to make some sort of a jump if they want to stop themselves from being mega creep. They're trying to throw everything onto Braille, but obviously this stage of the game, Braille is so big and tanky. Static Storm controls there from Moon onto GH. GH, he's going to get turned, ripped into pieces by Braille. As he is dead, they'll buy back on GH to try and hold, but the racks are already gone. Mega creeps are up against Team NIGMA. And this game has fallen into a disastrous state for them. As they'll move in and take this, there's no chance of NIGMA getting anywhere close to this with just the physical DPS that Fighting PandaS do. Roshan does not stand a chance. They'll try for the jump in. GH, he just gets 2-shot. 1,400 crits coming out from Brawl. Multi-shot that over onto Kuro. Miracle's trying to help the fight out, but WeHar stepped in, gets Rawn. He said double buybacks are coming out from NIGMA. But what are they able to do with them? Mind Control's going for the TP, but Moon, again with these catches, there's no stopping the Fighting PandaS as Braille gets the triple kill.
That's game.
The bullied has become the bully as Braille is just this unstoppable beast right now with the way that his friends have banded together and built him up. They cannot deal with the SF in these fights. FP, they're going to walk down mid. There's no way NIGMA can defend this. This has got to be game 1 done and dusted.
You can throw your bubbles all you want. They're still going to hit those buildings in those 5 seconds that they're down, and they will take them down because they hit so hard. Brawl, I believe he even wants to walk into it. He has all the support he needs.
And here we have it, the tier 4s. Slowly falling.
Yeah, look at him. He's just in front there. He doesn't care.
You can't make a play on this SF right now. Maybe you can the one. Can you do it the second? I don't think so. Envy, he's ready to end this one. He's just focusing down the Ancient. The Ancient is falling. GH pop, they're ready for a bit of BM. Fighting PandaS want to get some kills before they close this one up. As they'll move around the Ancient, kill off Team NIGMA. They want to break them as much as they can before going into the rest of the games this series. Okay, as we fly ourselves gracefully down into the lanes of Dota 2.
Yeah, we see some
Look at these snowballs in the distance, a little bit of fun and games there. Beastmaster running around with his ball. And there he is.
They're definitely role-playing this tournament, right? They're role-playing the
I do like that. I didn't notice that last game. You know, you just don't see they're looking for teams. Snake King is ready to make some money. He's looking for sponsors.
Sponsors,
I like that.
Yeah, they're in the minor. Someone should sponsor them.
I mean, after that Game 1 performance, they could pull that out a second time in a row against Team NIGMA. You know, Fighting Pandas, they're no longer the team to meme about. They're the team to dream about. But we'll see. Can they do it a second time in a row? As I say, Team NIGMA, they've given them very similar resources to do so. What do you reckon? You feel confident on PandaS for a second time after seeing Game 1?
I mean, I can't say for sure. I can't be super confident, but NIGMA, they took a completely different approach. The opposite.
Eyes on the mid. You got to sort of ask yourself, you know, Brian, if he was able to have such a game as he did last game where he fed a few times in mid, what will happen if they don't kill him off? Oh.
Easy. Thunderstrike gives you vision for E to come in closer and just attack.
And this is why, you know, I really do rate Drow so highly at the moment in the carry position, because this hero now with the multi-shot capability, you have so much killing potential in the lane. You've got to be careful. If you start to get low in that lane, you cannot escape the multi-shot. Down bottom, NIGMA, they will get a good kill in turn for their carry.
It feels like they should have been crushing this lane already, but they're unable to do so.
Tower is under attack.
Miracle. He's going to just get run down here. That's the shield.
Oh.
Does have the stick charge and maybe a bit of a bait. He's trying to turn it with the frost shield slow towards Owie.
The
Line on the flame guard. He's still got a fairy fire as well to play with Miracle. But playing very risky. And in fact, he's baited Kuro into a bit of a disaster himself. Kuro trying with the Duke out, but Snaking's able to finish him off.
They're playing really well around these fairy fires on the side of NIGMA.
Ice Bomb! Owie! He gets the catch. The fire slow is there.
Or
damage not quite though. Fairy fire is forced out.
Fires. Envy? Oh no. Yep. That's it. They greeted him very nicely. It's starting to go
a bit more to plan for NIGMA on this.
Expected right after a while. Miracle, however, I think he needs to have a much better game than Drow so that he's able to be a playmaker for his team. He needs to get this farm. He needs to have a good lane. And so far, he's doing all right.
Well, they're diving in for this for sure with the Frost Shield. Looking for Owie. Miracle. Again, I mean, okay.
Another.
To do so. Make that space at least for... I say space for We Are, but indeed We Are sort of making his own space here with the pressure he's putting on mid. They've got to bring TPs in. Moon's going to drop the Static Storm, but Moon, he's going to be straight up dead. Chain Frost bounces out. Kuro with the big balls. Chain Frost there, double kill.
AY?
They're not done. They should be able to get one of these trap slows off at least as Owie tries to turn with the freeze onto GH, but GH counters the ice with a bit of ice of his own. The cold embrace keeps him safe. He's able to turn, get the setup here, lines them up as now Weeha could clean up even more. There's going to be 4 dead on Fighting Pandas. As NIGMA come in aggressively, Envy, he cleans up one. Can he get Weeha? Weeha's into the meld. There's no detection down. Weeha, he's actually ready to turn. Miracle comes in with the backup. Refraction's up, and indeed, that's all 5 of them falling on Fighting Pandas as NIGMA group up in the mid lane. Now,
making plays.
So what Fighting Pandas can do here is they'll come in with a big movement down bottom, look to take this tier 1. TPs are coming in from NIGMA. Kuro and GH want to try and hold this. Extra TPs are coming in as Fighting Pandas start to poke behind the tower. Kuro has the Frost Shield himself, and with Miracle TPing in, now Fighting Pandas, they've got to be careful. Static Storm has been dropped on a Weeha as well as the back fire. Ice Path as well. The TA is falling low. Can they kill him? Finally, they will get Weeha. But NIGMA, they'll be sure to turn and take kills in trade as Miracle cleans up a double on the back lines. They get the other 2 on the front lines, the rest of the team. Triple kill for Miracle. As NIGMA continuing to just wipe Pandas. Pandas, they really put everything into that move. They wanted to take this tier 1, get behind the tower. But with the lead that NIGMA have, NIGMA, they're going to turn up. They're going to fight back. Exactly. They're ready to do so, and they have the heroes that can excel at it. Have the MV's Drow falling behind. Bit of pressure on him as well here as Mind Control eyes him up with the help of Kuro. There is a lot of protection for Envy though. They'll try and turn towards Mind Control, but the setup's going to be there for the 3-man curse. Miracle's ready to commit, jumps in with the Remnant Slider Fist. He's now godlike on the Ember, and he's going to continue to clean up the kills as he runs down Envy with the Flame Guard. Slider Fist takes down Moon. It's a very early triple kill here for Miracle, and you know he's not done yet. They've found Bryle. Owie, the last man standing here for Fighting Pandas, as they'll play around with him as well. Ultra kill for Miracle here at the 15-minute mark.
You have to back off. Once you silence that Wyvern and you don't kill him in the silence, you have to just run. we forgot to say just how strong this hero is versus Drow Ranger. Always was and always will be. It's one of the counters to the Drow Ranger lineups.
And it's got to be scary for fighting PandaS. You saw that, you know, Miracle, he did. You cannot pull the same trick on us twice. We saw what you did in game 1. You know, Kuro, he's been playing the game of Dota 2 for quite some time. He's going to have an answer to it if you try and pull off the same draft 2 times in a row. And we really are seeing that here in this game 2, as it's getting incredibly rough for fighting PandaS. Every sort of element of that they impressed us with in game 1, it's out the window. Nothing so far this game has looked any good, apart from like the first few minutes of gameplay from fighting PandaS.
So far it looks like they figured.
Pop off on both of these heroes on the same team. You got to deal with both of these problems. They get a catch on GH. We'll have to lay quite a lot down with the Static Storm and Macropie for that support kill.
Remember, he has Blink, he has Ether Lance. If he sees you, he will Winter's Curse.
There we go, we are in. BKB Pot does get held back by the Raw, but already Miracle starting to pick up the backlines. Moon's dead, Mind Control's in. Envy's got to run, but the trap's been set up from Weeha. The slow into the Doom as Miracle double kill, takes out Snaking. Wee finishes off Envy.
You try to get something, you get the Wyvern. That's a 5-man smoke into a position 4 kill. It's good, it's decent. Winter Wyvern needs to die for them to take any kind of team fights, but he has buyback. And they have taken just 2 tier 1s, so he ports back mid and he's fine. He joins the fights again. At least Jakiro is trying to split push bottom, perhaps push it out a little bit, but he's gonna have to go base very soon. They need to defend.
Now he doesn't have a TP. So there'll be no Jakiro here for this high ground push. I think, you know, that in itself is sort of fighting PandaS throwing in the towel. I don't think how he's going to be able to split push a Rax down on his own. He's going to try. I mean, that's the only play he has, and yeah, he's calling it. No TP, and there's the GG. It really is all over this game too. 21k lead, 23 minutes in. NIGMA making this one look easy, and I feel like fighting PandaS, they learned a bit of a lesson, right? Sure, game 1, you won with this draft.
I think it's NIGMA that learned, though.
But would absolutely not have been one of the heroes that I would have expected to really see at all.
They picked Dark Ward in the first game. It's also a hero that isn't really picked at all, and so now they go with the Clinks as well.
I feel like probably, you know, sort of testing things out a little bit. You know, as I said, everything's not really on the line of the series. They will have another chance. It is just the groups. But yeah, we'll see what the plan is from NIGMA. Obviously feeling confident after that game 2. And yeah, here we have it, game 3, some Miracle Clinks.
I think they, again, have, like in that game 1, they have 2 glass cannons in TA and Clinks. At the same time, though, they have a different lineup overall. You have 2 saves, you have Winter Wyvern to counter-initiate, you have Vengeful to swap you, and you have that tanky beast in front in the form of Underlord.
Yeah.
Much more rounded up lineup than in that game 1.
Yeah, we'll see, as I say.
To start joining fights later on.
Down bottom here, the early levels home Moon.
He is yoink.
He's able to just snipe out the courier there from GH, as GH was bringing it in a... Oh, sorry, no, GH was able to snipe the courier out of Moon.
And he might get him.
I think GH, they're going to get the kill on Moon for that. So there we have it.
Not only does he get the courier, he also baits him in a bad position so that they get the... However, if you kill that Vengeful, you can turn that into a tier 1 push.
I mean, NIGMA is very heavily committing here to try and take this tier 1 tower. They've got the 3 of them. GH is there with the backup and save in case one of his cores gets gone upon. And they'll take it. Tier 1 tower in the mid lane's down. NIGMA find an objective with no answer really at all other than Snake King's present. They had no interest in trying to hold that PandaS.
Dire structures of
Envy.
Brawl, run stop.
Envy might be able to get involved as well here. I mean, that's if Brawl gives him the time to get in. Mind Control very ambitiously trying for the rift out of there. There's the objectives. Maelstrom helps you with the farm, and you're going to need that farm if you want to hope for the heck.
Where did he go?
Moon did disappear. I mean, this is, you know, that's the physical output coming together. The TA Venge,
Medallion, yeah.
You are going to delete these heroes.
Snake King.
He's got the borrowed time to rely on. Brawl, again, perfectly finding these solo kill potentials. GH is going to freeze himself. It won't save him. Snake King does get dragged back. Borrowed time's down, and he will fall.
That might be a bigger kill. Will they try for Roche, perhaps? Counter smoke. Right, Envy is ready.
And a play while Snake King's dead, so they may not expect this. They'll jump straight away on a Miracle. Miracle's got Ice Buff. Macropie's out. Brawl jumps in onto Weeha. They drag it back with a Sinister Gaze. Weeha falls as well. Brawl still alive and good to go. They're looking for a second chance for this Brawl. Another zip, keeps himself alive, gets away as Weeha comes back to life after the Aegis.
nice attempt to cancel that wind-up from Ball Lightning with a swap, but just wasn't there. The damage wasn't there.
Still not quite able to get this storm though. Bryle goes where he wants, where he wishes.
Dire's middle tower
Item timing still flying in for Weehaw, very much keeping up
are fortified.
with the size of Bryle.
Game
Before
changing
that
items,
Hex is
yeah.
there, I don't think Fighting Pandas care about Miracle at all.
I don't even think, like, the thing is that Hex, if it comes soon enough, it's a game changer. But slowly we're getting to a point in the game in which it might not be enough. You might even need the Silver Edge Hex for the Abaddon, right?
Yeah, well, exactly, that's the thing. Even
Something
with
like
the
that.
Hex, there's still ways for Moon and Snaking to help their cause.
Exactly.
You see the commitment here to look for Moon. Moon does get the chain force down in time, and Bryle
Bryle
straight
here.
in on the backlines. Drax and GH. GH is dead, turns towards Kuro. Kuro's silence, double kill for Bryle. The Storm show continues as Weehaw, what's he trying to do here? He's popped the BKB, but he's got to run. He went up to the high ground. He's got a BKB and blink out of there. That's not a fight that he can head into.
Underlord is there as well, but he's completely useless as the...
Zip in, Bryle knows he can play so aggressive here as he goes in onto GH. Miracle's trying to turn the burning armies out. Bryle is getting a little low this time. Can he stay alive? He pops the Bloodstone heal. They've got the curse locking him down in place, but they've already lost two as Envy is just picking off the backliners. Bryle will survive. Miracle's TP is cancelled out by Aui's Ice Bomb as NIGMA will lose three. Triple kill for Envy. As NIGMA,
This is a beatdown.
they really, really are losing it right now. Moon does fall, but he's actually able to deny himself to a neutral creep, so NIGMA cannot get anything in response. 4 heroes dead. Bryle, godlike on the Storm. NIGMA, they are getting absolutely beaten apart here in this game 3. It's short. The numbers in terms of gold don't look that crazy, but it's just the fact that it's the support. It's something, but it's not a lot.
Yeah, this is a point in the game in which they forget to put down sentries for the Klings. They don't really care much about them anymore.
Here we go. A 5-man attempt here onto Snaking. Did you get the swap back? Ice Path's going to be down. Snaking gets another shield out. He's going to be able to run away. Now Kuro's turned upon Envy's in with a basher. Kuro falling low. Bryle in with a big zip. Goes straight towards GH. Make sure there's no curse this fight. We have popped the BKB. He's having to TP out. Envy tries for the bash, but with the BKB out and TP, he does manage to escape here. But the rest of NIGMA, they cannot get away from the chase and control and gap close of Fighting Pandas. Another easy fight. Bryle just continuing to rack up these Bloodstone charges. NIGMA can get nothing going their way.
NIGMA, they tried all the proper moves, now they're trying the wrong ones. They're trying to go on the Abaddon, they're trying to kill him off first. You obviously don't have the power to do that. And he also had his ultimate that whole time. It just gave Bryle the necessary vision to jump on top of that Winter Wyvern, to silence him, kill him off first, and after that, it's an easy team fight for them.
I mean, they're pushing high ground. Weehaw is going for the AFK play here. So he's going to show himself, just go the refraction blink out. Bottom lane, there's a big zip from Bryle. Bryle's actually looking to make the play as he catches Miracle.
He's dead.
Miracle was trying to go for split push, but he was split pushing on about 10% HP. He's just dead and gone. He's got a buyback. He's dead for a full minute here. Snaking is going to happily take the range tracks. We'll see how much respect Fighting Pandas give them. It looks like it will be a bit. They'll back off.
It's the next level play. He forced the Storm to go and kill him. That's it. So they go. Miracle. He's not even in his base right now. They are just going straight at the Raxes. There's no Wyvern, no Winter's Curse.
The Hex it's finally out from Miracle, but is it just a little too little, a little too late?
A little.
As their racks are falling. And there doesn't seem to be that much they can do about it. They're trying to do Hex up Envy. Can they kill him off though? BKB pop from Weehaw trying to commit, but the shield's down. Envy's healing up already. Miracle is dead. He has no buyback on the Clinks. As, you know, there's just no hope for the carry Clinks, it seems, this game at least, as it's had very little impact. As he just gets run over every single fight. This mid-Rax is gone. Fighting Pandas, 14k up. Bryle diving tier 4s. Not a scare in the world. As he knows there is nothing that can stop him. Apart from a curse, maybe, into his own team hitting him. And Bryle.
Will he die?
The heal from the On the mech, and Pral's fine. He's out. Weehar's out. Also of mana. The pitch dropped down, but Envy throws forward another Spirit Lance. Weehar's gone for 98. They've got to be considering calling it pretty soon, as this is getting so messy for NIGMA. Fighting PandaS, they have just destroyed them here in this game 3. They got far more, than just revenge after that game 2.
Disconnected. GG.
It really is. This game